Aquarius, welcome to your mid-November General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aquarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross-watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in an Aquarius. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Aquarius and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped, reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull, I completely understand. You could go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions in regards to your love life. We'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get this reading started. And yeah, I just kind of feel, I know I didn't really do this with the other signs, but I feel a need to say it to you. Like my throat chakra was activating and it was like kind of feeling a little itchy, but like wanting something to be said, or I wonder if someone's holding back some sort of clarity, truth for you. Anyway, that's not for everyone. Let's go ahead and see. For this reading, I am tuning into an energy in and around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation with this energy. Let's see who's coming through. Why are they coming through? What does this mean for you guys this month? So spiritual lesson. Ooh, and it says this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. That's how they view you, Aquarius. Oh my God, see, yeah, my throat just started to get activated here. There's something they wish they could have said. There's something that they wish they could have told you. And I'm saying wished as in it was the past tense. So I wonder if things ended recently between the two of you. Feels like end of October, maybe things ended. No, beginning of November, perhaps. But now they wish they could have said it differently, or maybe they're regretting some of the things that they said. But you are teaching them a valuable lesson of what happens when there's a lack of clarity, what happens when there's a lack of communication, understanding, or what, consequences of your actions. I think someone FAFO'd with you, Aquarius. If you don't know what that means, look it up. I can't say it on YouTube. But there's definitely some sort of lesson and activation that you've been giving them since this has ended. And they are really realizing the effect you had. Wow, okay. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy for Aquarius. Fertility with the Empress. So Taurus energy, Libra energy. I feel you have done something that has made them more grounded, or has showed them when they need to be a little bit more invested in, the things that they feel strongly about. When you don't take care of a situation, a person, it's going to fall apart. I wonder with this Empress energy, if this is someone you find to be very beautiful, very handsome. You may even think that they were the most good looking, among the most good looking people you've dated. I do wonder though if they're kind of learning that there's more to a connection though than just the superficiality of it. You have made them kind of go deeper within themselves, Aquarius. And I feel from that lesson in itself, it's made them more real, more whole, more human. Now, with this fertility, I wonder if this is someone you have kids with. This could be someone who is finding out that they're pregnant, or they know that you're pregnant. It's not for everyone. But I definitely get this sense, maybe with this like green orb that's in the middle of this woman's chest in this picture here, their heart chakra has been activated. Their heart chakra has been unblocked. Perhaps even if this is someone from the past or something you ended with, they may be in the process right now of healing. And when the healing is complete, they may be open or trying to reach out to you again in a newer, better version of themselves that you were the catalyst of. Okay. Someone could have like an arm sleeve tattoo, I'm seeing here. But tell me more about this energy for Aquarius. There are so many things I wish I could change about our time together. See, that's exactly what I was feeling here, right? And I think this is what they want to tell you, or their higher selves are wanting to tell you, is that when they first started having this connection with you, they were immature, they were wounded, they were hurt. And there was a lot that you did for them that I think you would even be surprised to know. The amount of maturity, the amount of growth, the amount of realizing how they could have been better is all what they're processing right now at this time. And I think the part of the reason why my throat chakra has been kind of like blocked since the beginning of this reading is that I don't know if they're ready to tell you this yet. I think they're still undergoing this spiritual transformation. I do feel like, though, you will be hearing from them again once this is all said and done. And they have nervous tendencies. Like I'm having this, like I'm like holding on my necklace right now, kind of playing with it. Someone could bite their nails, tap their nails, bite like, pen tops, But even if they're nervous to approach you in this, I think they feel as if they do want to clarify that you've changed them for the best, that you made them better people. If you would be open to it, I think they would want to try to restart something with you again as they are more evolved and more aware. But they would have to prove it to you, Aquarius, definitely. All right, let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Okay. Wow, yeah. They want to come out of separation with you, definitely. They feel like there's been a lot that they need to fix, that they need to heal between the two of you. Yeah. You held on this for a long time. You really tried to take care of this. You tried to really be there for this person, but at the time they couldn't even be there for themselves. Wow, yeah. There's 2 10s here. Your birthday could be February 10th, or you could be a cusper with January 20th or February 20th. Empress coming out twice, so now 2 3s. Your birthday could be February 3rd, February 13th, or January 30th. Also 2 7s, February 7th, February 17th, or January 27th. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. Gemini energy. This is where they were unhealed. This is where they were nervous, anxious. I do feel that their own actions, their own words, how they treated you has really, really haunted them. I do feel as if they're kind of embarrassed by the way they tried to maintain some sort of identity, ego status that just really wasn't them the whole time. But they felt like they couldn't open up to you. They felt like they couldn't talk to you about this. They were afraid of your judgment. They were afraid of rejection in that way. So they kept it all in. But I do think with this 8 of Swords, you were on their mind the entire time, even since the separation. And I do think they think about you a lot. And I feel as if with all these thoughts now coming in, it's giving them more understandings of what they could have done differently, what they could do better for this connection in love and romance, but generally as a person too. And how much they let their wounds, their trauma really trap them for some time. The fear of opening up, the fear of trusting, the fear of being vulnerable. It's really been something that they're now seeing as being the biggest impact on their success in their love life and their success of really getting to know themselves without judgment, without critique, and just having that raw realness about them. And I think at the time, Aquarius, you showed something to them or mirrored something to them that they weren't ready to see. And they were in denial of, even annoyed that you would try to keep pushing the conversation or, again, just triggering something in them. But that was an unhealed wound that they didn't see before, but I think they see now. I'm seeing back scratches. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, how they feel about you is 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus energy. So they feel like there's a lot to make up for. There's a lot to heal. They want to start gaining your trust back. They want to start healing any sort of situation that made you feel like you weren't good enough, you weren't doing enough, because that wasn't the case. The lack didn't come from you, Aquarius. It came from within them. And now they feel like it's the time to reapproach this, to build on this. They have more at their disposal now than they did when they met you. They have more spirit, like conscious awareness, more spirituality, more purpose, and realizing the connection between the two of you. And they want to come out of this, separation. They miss you. They miss you a lot. But what they think about you and think about this connection is the Chariot. Cancer energy, Sagittarius energy. When I picked up this card, I heard, I know I got to do this fast. I don't have much time. I have to be, very clear, very honest, very forthcoming, and straight up with the journey I've been through, what Aquarius has taught me, what I couldn't do for Aquarius. I have to own it, and I have to own all of it. But really, I think they are very aware of the timing of all this. If they don't do it soon, you'll be gone. If not already, I don't know. I think they are realizing that they can't walk around this if they want you back. They'll have to be direct with what happened between the two of you. And they also want to tell you about the journey they've been on, that you have inspired, that you've been the catalyst for. All the realizations I've hit, that has made them see a path more clear for them, that's a lot better for them than what they were trying to go down before. And they're ready to fight for this, Aquarius. They're going into this knowing that there could be a chance they don't make out with you, right? Like they don't make up with you, that they don't come out of this being together with you, but they know that they want to face this and that they owe you that. They're thinking of driving to go see you. So I don't know if this is someone that lives across the city from you, or they have to go through, rush hour traffic, or they could live like a few hours, couple hours away where they'd have to drive a bit to see you, but they're willing to make that trip if need be. I'm just saying this because this is what's going on in their mind right now. Take it as you will, but I'm hearing like I didn't mean to hurt you. I know I didn't mean to. And that's what they want to tell you first and foremost, but they'll have to do more in explaining that, right? I get that, but that's what the first thing they want to say if they see you. I'm seeing a black car as well. What they like the most about you is the 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. You could have Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius moon. doesn't have to be, but you are someone that holds a lot together. You are someone who you yourself has been through a lot. And maybe some of you guys had similar experiences in that, not the best childhood, or a lot of, emotional neglect or abandonment or hurt, but you're able to hold it together better than this person did. You are very, very strong, and nothing keeps you down. You definitely go through challenges. You definitely have your hard days, but you don't give up, Aquarius. And I think too, part of why they feel so guilty is that they saw the effort you put in to making sure and doing everything you could to hold this together until it was just one-sided, or until you had enough. But they saw your effort. They saw how hard you tried to work with them, to understand them. But I think your fight and your grit is what inspire them the most. The fight for yourself, the fight to keep going, even when it gets tough. I'm hearing they see you as like a tough cookie, Aquarius. I don't know why it's coming out that way. But that's what they like the most about you, definitely. And what they don't like, 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So at the time, I think when they were a little bit more unhealed, they knew you expected a lot from this connection, that you were looking for someone you could settle down with, have a long-term partnership with. You're looking for that like ride or die type of energy. And I think that unhealed version of themselves was scared by that. Not so much that they didn't want to have it with you, but more so them not being able to give you that and for it to fail. They have this really big issue with failure, as we all do, but I think this person even more so is afraid to admit failure, afraid to be involved in failure. It comes from a childhood wound, I'm feeling very strongly here. And they thought, that they couldn't have not given you everything you wanted, especially in that older version they were in. Some of you called them out on their materialism, and they felt a little, sensitive about that, hurt by that, accused, in a way that at the time they weren't really willing to admit. But I think part of you being honest about that or transparent about that made them more open to realizing that maybe, their love language was money, giving money. You wanted more than that. You demanded more from that. You weren't just happy with gifts. You weren't just happy with them paying for things. You need deep conversations. You need intimacy. You need loyalty, understanding, emotional availability, and trust. And I think that's a big part of what you taught this person, of like true partnership, committed devotion to one another, is so much more meaningful than what we can provide through the physical sense, financial sense. Wow, that's deep. I'm seeing red leather. I don't know why. Maybe someone has like a red leather jacket, red leather pants, a red leather couch, or red leather interior in their car. What they like the most about this connection is the Tower. So Aries energy, Scorpio energy, man, yeah. As hard as it was, and even this breakup, this separation, this was the wake-up call they needed. And a way for them to grow up, and a way for them to heal, and a way for them to evolve. You finally, like, throwing in the towel of this situation made the Tower fall. The last bit of what they felt like they had to be, of what protected them, that completely collided and fell down. It collided is interesting. It's like your souls collided at a time that they needed for their own progression. And they didn't see that at the time. But now that they're really starting to dig deep and they're starting to reflect, I think they see that now more than ever, Aquarius. What they don't like about this connection is the Two of Wands. Aries energy. I wonder if some of you guys, they notice that you're onto other things, doing more things, maybe having a new friend group, going out more, traveling more. So maybe you haven't been as available literally physically because you've been traveling. I do feel as if they're curious if there's someone new in your life, a new friend that they may think you're dating or interested in, or maybe even a new romance. They can't blame you for getting back out there, but they don't like it. But, you know, also, this is in the spiritual sense. I think for a long time before this reflection, you pushed their edges, you challenged them. And they felt pressure from that. And instead of like going through with that process, they kind of caved. And they should have taken that leap with you. They should have gone forward with you in that evolution. And they wish they could have done that with you instead of doing it on their own. Because you were right. You were right that they needed to change something. You were right that there was something unhealed. You were right that what was unhealed within them was impacting them way more than they wanted to admit at the time. And I do feel, I don't know why with this card, they do regret the last conversation they had with you. They act impulsively, they got defensive, and they should have handled it better is from where they see it. They may have also accused you of being flirty and flirtatious with other people, and that was never the case. You're just really nice, but they took it that way. Highest hopes is the Empress. Taurus energy, Libra energy. From this card here, I really feel like they're hoping they can show you, prove to you how much they've healed, what they've been doing with this journey, how they've been improving their life, how they've been trying to settle into this newfound identity, this newfound lifestyle realization that they've been working on and have been incrementally been doing better in. They want to show you this new version of them that they're a lot more proud of than the version that they left you with or that you last saw them in. If there is someone that's pregnant, they want to step up and take care or kind of fix things for the two of you for this child. It's not, again, it's only for some. But I feel like they miss this, the only quality of love that you gave them, Aquarius. And maybe they had like mother issues or a mother wound that they struggled with for a long time. And it wasn't till they met someone like you that made them understand that wound better, that need for love that they tried to deny themselves. I'm also sensing someone that's lost weight as well. And they want to show that off, or they see that you've lost weight, if that's your message. If it's not, don't get triggered. But I'm seeing that, and it looks good. Deepest fears is Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Aquarius or someone with strong Aquarius in their chart. They're afraid that the trust is gone. They're afraid of their old behaviors and wounds coming back again. They're afraid of messing things up, of sabotaging this. But yeah, they're afraid that you don't trust them, that you're not open to this. You feel as if there's too much damage within them. And that you don't just want to be part of this again. That you're trying to avoid this, ignore them. And that energy would keep going. All right, Aquarius, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month, you need to be aware of, prepared for. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards, just dive deeper into this whole situation. So if you guys really felt this was your reading and you need more answers and clarity, I got you guys. Please join me for the extended reading by opening up the description box of this video, where you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Aquarius, I really hope this reading resonated with you. I hope it's giving you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aquarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aquarius.